yeah, so I got your package, obviously, a long time ago, Lola, in which I got my birthday present. Who pooped in the park? Anyways, pretty awesome book. I mean, it tells you, like, what all of the different animals' poop looks like, if you ever wanted to know, because, you know, sometimes you need to know these things. Like, mule deer poop looks like jelly beans, but not round like a rabbit's, just in case you wanted to know. And yeah, pretty hilarious book. Thank you, Lola. In other news, we had a interesting thing happen on our campus a couple weeks ago, in which I was woken up at 4 a.m. to a fire alarm. I was rather mad, and we will see the damage of what happened in the middle of our quad late that night. This is what happens when college students are either A, drunk, or B, bored in the middle of the night, and decide to put a couch in the middle of the quad and set it on fire. It was already gone by the time I got out here. There was only smoke coming up, so I'm pretty sure they put gasoline on it. Yeah. And whoever did it is being charged with arson, so it is a pretty big deal. They're doing investigations. One of my friends put in the suggestions box that she wanted to know about people that inspired us, like me and Lola. And so, as luck would have it, I am doing a presentation on my spiritual pilgrimage, like how I came to the point that I wanted to come to college to get a degree to go into ministry. And we have to include in this presentation people that have inspired us and kind of helped us along to get to the point where we wanted to go into ministry. So I shall share with you some of my presentation. The first person who has probably influenced me most in my life was actually the person who brought me to Christ and had prayed with me to accept the Lord, which was my dad. And he's been there my entire life. He helped bring me into the world along with my mom, and you know, he has constantly been there to encourage me in my faith, and has encouraged me not to be afraid to ask the bigger things about Christ and religion, and to not be afraid to be not politically correct, and think biblically about things, and to make sure that what other people are saying about the Bible is biblical, and how to look things up. And he's shown me by example how to be in the Word every day, which has been a big impact on me, has encouraged me a lot to keep reading the Word every day, to seek God's wisdom for what the Lord wants me to hear, and what He wants to teach me that day. And so he's probably been the biggest influence on my life. Probably the second biggest influence in my life has been my mom. She has just this amazing ability to care for people in the ways that they need to be cared with, and it has a big influence on them, especially with food or just things that people need. I know at church, when a family is going through a tough time, she makes an effort to reach out to those people and either take care of their kids for them for a little while, or bake them a meal, or go shopping for them. And I have just seen that, and I have felt, well, for one thing, really blessed to have her as my mom, and she's just been an influence on me that way, because I want to do stuff like that too, like just as well, or even better than she has. Yeah, that's been something that just I really like about her show. And also, she has taught me a lot to look at things realistically, and not to take yourself so seriously, but we're just a small part of this world. But she always emphasized that if you try hard enough, you can make a big impact on the world. My art teacher in high school has probably been the third biggest influence on my life. He has probably been the one that has taught me faith in God, and just how to act on it, and just how to have an enormous, on fire relationship with God, and how much you can bring it up to a level that you just serve God with your entire being. And he has probably gotten me excited the most about missions and evangelism, and just living out your faith in everyday life. I feel very blessed to have them in my life, all of these people, especially my mom and my dad, and him, and all of my friends that have encouraged me. I mean, there's lots of other people that have been inspirations in my life, but these are probably the 3 key people in my life that have influenced me the most. Thank you so much for bringing up that topic, and I hope that other people will bring up interesting topics for us to talk about as well. So, Lola, you should talk about people who inspire you, and what have you been up to since you haven't been making any videos? Well, neither have I, but I hope you plan on making one soon. See you next time.